anytime you hear that Labour wants to go on strike in Nigeria, it is because the Nigerian government continue to delay their negotiations and to disobey whatever they agree upon. By the time Labour wants to start strike, people will now start to blame them. And you now have people like Bayo Onanuga, S.A. Tinubu, who is very rude. He has no sense of diplomacy. Before you know it, he will start to insult Labour, intimidate people and all of that. He insults everybody, as if that is what government is about. Why can't, if the government is saying, okay, oh, it's too much to pay 494,000 naira to workers. What is 494,000 naira in Nigeria today? That is $325. That amount of money will not fuel the vehicles of a minister in Nigeria for a week. That 494 naira. At a time, even the government said they proposed 60,000 naira to pay as minimum wage to workers. What is 60,000 naira? 60,000 naira is $39 as salary for a month. Meanwhile, children are paid £102 monthly in the UK just for being children. How much is that in naira? That is 188,000 naira. In Ireland, if you don't have a job, maybe you were working, then you stop working, you don't have a job, there's what they call job seekers allowance. That is, you not get to work. Government will pay you every week 232 euro every month, which means a month is 928 euro. How much is that in naira? 1.4 million naira. Say because you not get work. Welfare. In Finland, every child receives 196 euro until every month till the age of 17. How much is that in naira? That is 305,000 naira just because they are picking. Welfare for citizens. You understand? Go and fact check what I'm telling you. Go ahead, Google how much governments in normal society with normal leaders pay their people as welfare. The Constitution of Nigeria clearly tells us that the primary aim of government is the provision of welfare and security to the people. Today in Nigeria, we have no welfare, we have no security. It means that there is no government. That is the logic. Then they start to throw pittance at Nigerians as if they are dogs in the name of palliatives. How I hate that word, palliatives. As if we're at war, and they increase the price of the amount of the so-called God-forsaken palliatives. They give somebody 100,000 naira, they say it's 100 million. They steal public money. Even during COVID-19, they were inflating things and building mansions and making so much money when Nigerians were suffering. When you see this kind of money that normal society they pay their people, it is not happening. I'm talking about payment on planet Earth, not payment in heaven. These are countries that don't have what Nigeria has. They don't have the natural resources that Nigeria has. The only thing they have is good leadership and people-oriented policies. But Nigerian government, they will mystify governance as if it is a big deal, as if I've not seen people that are in government before. But Nigeria National Assembly members are receiving 1.2 million naira every month, reportedly, for newspaper allowances. Do you know that if they even have wardrobe allowances, that is the cloth when they wear for body, members of National Assembly every month they call us now wardrobe allowances. Nigerians buy it for them. Plus minus all the money they get from left, right, and center. That is, if you are unemployed, you are disabled, you are blind, you are pregnant, you are in the hospital, you cannot pay for hospital bill. In fact, if you declare safe, you they pay for clothes when those people with the National Assembly they wear. Now they are forcing you to sing the so-called national anthem. It's national anthem welfare. It's national anthem security. You will not understand how wicked Nigerian rulers or rulers are until you leave Nigeria to see what happens in normal society. You will never understand how wicked they are. They are demonic. Their corruption is demonic. They are not only wicked, they are not only greedy, they are wicked. You will never understand. And that is why Nigerians abroad are even angry at Nigerians living back home. Because those ones back home, they will attack the activists that is speaking for Nigerians. In fact, they will attack their co-sufferers. And they will say, now so we say, now what we go do now? Who tell you? Say you don't know what you need to do. For our country, that country belongs to each and every one of us. You will never understand. Nigerians seem to have conditioned themselves to hardship, as if it is not a permanent way of life. You allow people in government, people that they rig themselves into offices, and their families are now enjoying lives in these very difficult times in Nigeria. I saw the video where to buy a tuber of yam, families can no longer afford it. So market women now slice the yam and wrap maybe 3 slices for people who cannot buy a tuber of yam. In my country, Nigeria. That is the life, that is the country that they have brought. This is their renewed hope. This is the Nigeria of their dreams. Children now go to bed hungry. They now throw pittance at our people like dogs. Palliatives. When normal countries are talking about welfare. And these are the same people you call leader, honorable, excellency, this and that. Oh no. Nigeria Labour Congress, TUC, what you are calling for, when you call for strikes, it is intro. Nigeria does not even need strike. We need a massive revolution that will reset the brain of the country across religion, across tribe. We are too rich to be poor. Nigeria is too rich to borrow. We are too rich to beg. Here is the money they borrow, they steal, they borrow in our names and they steal in their name. The money corruption. Nigerians must stand up, rise up. It's not about strike.
Yes, it is only revolution that will solve Nigerian problems. That is the only way out. There is no other thing. There is no president that will solve this problem. Go bring another president from the northeast. The only thing, he will do better than the rest. But to meet the 100% solution of this problem, I doubt. What do you expect from Bayo Onanuga, former Agbero? Yes, now Agbero will be for Lagos during the time when Tinubu be governor in Lagos, two-term governor in Lagos. Now then be Agbero that time when they help Tinubu, they win the election, just like the one when they do in 2023 presidential election. What do you expect? Very rude. It use all those dirty language every time. What do you expect? It's a failed administration already. When you come talk about this irresponsible administration, somebody will come and start talking about you, criticizing you, insulting you, as if they are not facing the same problem. This is a government. When it favors you, fine, the government is doing well. If it does not favor you, government is not doing well. You don't understand. Meanwhile, largely percentage of the country are not feeling the effect of this government. Everybody are in hardship. Somebody will see come. Just imagine. It's just like NC Oluomo in Lagos now. NC Oluomo have go and check the everything. If NC Oluomo come tomorrow and say he want to be president of this country, what do you expect? Tinubu will put him there. The only reason you see NC Oluomo is not one of the ministers today, maybe I don't know, because maybe he not go school or something like that. Maybe. Because I never really hear that man speak English once. I know he knows speak English. Maybe I never listen to when he speak English. Now Yoruba. Maybe that's the reason. If not, Tinubu for put him as a minister. So if that one become a minister, what do you expect? He will not respect anybody, will not listen to anybody. Or how to make money, how to sell properties, how to pursue people away from their own properties, from land. Government want to take over. That's what he knows how to do. It's the same thing with Bayo Onanuga. It's the same thing. Former Agbero. What do you expect? He doesn't respect anybody, talk anyhow, he talk out of point, insult anybody, he's very rude. What do you expect? They lie every time. What do you expect? Whenever I post video about this labor union, you see people are coming to insult the labor union as if the labor union are the problem. They said they are not serious. Labor union are not serious. Labor union are looking for their own pocket money they define, not be for other people. And because Tinubu will not give them the money where they define, as if it's for them alone. Waiting Nigerians. If Tinubu come with a reasonable minimum wage, will labor union not agree? Would they disagree? Is it Tinubu's time we have these issues? Buhari's time we have this issue. Jonathan time we have this issue. They come up with an agreement, conclusion, they conclude. It doesn't stay up to this time before they have a conclusion. Now since November last year, be October, this one has been lingering on ground, go every time, back and forth, meeting upon meeting every time. Yet as we speak now, on strike, they don't even have any conclusion. Look at the gap. How are they going to fill in that gap? What are they going to do? When somebody comes speak about this, everything the man said, the man spoke about now concerning abroad. Yeah, that's true. Except you've not traveled that before. That is the truth. Even if you are a Chris man in all those countries, government are still paying you being Chris because life has happened to you. Life has happened to you. For you to be a citizen of a country, they pay you even if the money is not enough. If you lose your job, government pay you weekly or every two weeks just for you at least to see something to eat, to feed yourself, to pay your rent, because before you see another job. Now, Nigeria, all this money, pocket money, just to be a citizen of that country, people when it mean well for their citizens. They put all those things in place. Those people are not richer than us in terms of resources, whatever you could think of. Whether resources, anything, they are not better than us. Africa is number one. The difference between us and them, not because they have money more than us, because they have leadership who think, who uses their knowledge. Just like Nigerian professors, they don't think, they only think about themselves, how to win election for an illiterate. That's what they are doing. They don't use their knowledge because the leaders who do not go to school have a way to put them in that cycle, to say you not go beyond it. They here run this thing or continue to bribe you. They don't think straight again. They don't even have opportunity to be in that position, number 1, number 2, number 3, who can make decisions for the country. What do you expect? The corruption in this country is too much. Now you hear they say federal government cannot pay. Who told you that federal government cannot pay the minimum wage? The minimum wage they are asking is not even enough for the son or the daughter of a minister to buy the chat card weekly or to fuel his vehicle. Not even that man said the minister vehicle. No, not even the minister himself. His son or daughter who is driving. Go and check. It's not enough. Man, they come, they are rotating this labor union as if they do not know what they are saying, as if they don't know what they are doing. Labor union. We had these issues during the time of Jonathan Buhari. It wasn't like this. Why is Tinubu different? I said something before, my first video. I did. You don't want to pay minimum with 400 or something thousand. It's too much for you to pay. What are those things? What the implementation of all that thing? What are you subsidizing for those people? You can't pay, you can't pay, you can't pay. Do all those things for them. 70% of this 494,000 they're asking for now, even if you pay them, I tell you 70% will go for transportation before you talk about the school fees of children, before you talk about food, before you talk about healthcare, before you talk about other things. Everything has gone up. House rent, light bills. Are those things be reduced? No. So what are you saying? You continue to blame labor union instead of you to blame federal government. You're saying federal government are doing well. Federal government are doing down till you down poverty. You think say me and they face the problem with your Zoom. Please like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, please.